Well, hello, my stampin' friends. It's Anne, the Stamp Maven here. I just got my December paper pumpkin in the mail, Beary Comforting, and I wanted to just put these cards together with you and show you how easy it is to do. If you haven't considered our monthly kit program of Paper Pumpkin, it is a great way to accumulate supplies, stamp sets, these great little mini ink pads that come in the kits. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you some of the things that are in this kit. We have this cute little stamp set. It's got this big bear, some flowers. It's got several greetings in here that are perfect. Get well soon, you're on my mind, hooray. Those will work perfectly for just about any occasion. And we've got our pre-cut cardstock. We have got all of these envelopes. I think there are 12 of them. We have got our die-cut pieces here with our bear, a fun little raccoon, and some koala bears. We've got our die-cut circles. There's 4 of those here. And we've got these card bases. We've got some present, flowers, hearts, and cupcake die cuts. And we've got our sentiment pieces. So, rather than open my little Stampin' Spot, I just happen to have the full-size ink pad. I'm going to use that so I can save my little spot for maybe a prize down the road. So I'm going to take off my hooray, and I'm going to mount it here on a block. I'm kind of off the screen while I'm doing that, but there it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my hoorays right here on this card. So I'm going to stamp 3 of them. I'm going to practice here and see, I did not get all of that. So I'm going to come back here, practice again, and then I got it. Now, I like to stamp the sentiments all at once because then they're ready to go when I'm ready to put together my cards. I'll have all my sentiments. So there's hooray 1, and here is a hooray 2. And we're actually going to stamp this 4 times, even though I'm only going to show you 1 of each. I want to have my sentiments all ready to go when I'm ready to put together my other cards. Whoops, and I fouled that up. But no worries, and I see, in addition to not stamping it correctly, I should have used another one of these long ones, but hey, that's no worries because almost always Stampin' Up! Includes extras in here to make it work. And, you know, I did the same thing again there. But I'm going to show you a fun trick, a way that you can fix that so easily. I have here the rich raspberry marker that actually matches the rich raspberry spot, or in my case, the full-size pad that came in there. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to just fill in here where I made my little boo-boo. And you're not even going to be able to tell. This is one of the reasons I just love these markers. When I joined Stampin' Up, like, gosh, 18 years ago, can you believe that? I'm going on my 19th year. These markers were one of the first things I purchased. Reason being, I got every single Stampin' Up color in that marker set, and then I could add the full-size pads as I was able to. You know, not everyone has an unlimited budget when they start their stampin' business or even as a customer. So I like to give my customers options. Voila, there we go. All right, so now I have my hoorays. I'm going to get my little chamois here, my Stampin' Chamois, to clean off this stamp. Now, you'll notice that there is ink still on here, and that's okay. What happens is it actually stains when you use color with red undertones. It actually stains your stamp, but once you clean it, the ink is gone and you can change another color. It just stays on this photopolymer surface for a while. But, you know, that doesn't really bother me, and hopefully it won't bother you. Okay, the next one we're going to do is this You Are On My Mind. And we are going to stamp that in these circles. So again, I'm going to ink it up and make sure that I've got enough ink on there, and then I'm going to stamp it. I like to hold it down maybe 5 to 10 seconds to make sure I get a crisp image. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Voila, perfect. And you can do this on your regular cardstock as well. And then, excuse me, it gives you just a perfectly crisp image. I'm going to do one more to make the 4. And then I'll actually have 2 circles left here that I can save and use in another project down the road. That's something that's just another great value of these paper pumpkin kits. You get so many extra pieces. You get usually a full sheet of dimensionals, and you're not going to use those more than likely, all of them. You're not going to use all of them. And I'm going to clean my block here because I got a little crazy when I was stamping that ink. All right, so the last one is Get Well Soon. So let me pull off the Get Well Soon here. Get well cards are something, especially during this whole COVID season. It's nice to have those on hand. So if you hear that there's a friend who is taken ill with either COVID or something else, you'll have one of these get well cards just ready to go, and you won't have to stamp it. All right, so there's 3. And we need one more. So, and I still, even when I made a mistake there with that hooray, I've still got a couple extra ones here that will serve my purpose, and they'll be just fabulous. All right, so now we're just gonna pop this greeting back on here, and you'll see, you definitely will see that they're stained, but like I mentioned, that is no big deal at all. Okay, so now we've got this card here that we're going to do. Now, I can, since I've done Paper Pumpkin pretty much since the beginning, well, actually, since the beginning, I bought the very first kit you could buy. I was on a focus group to help improve Paper Pumpkin, and I just love that the projects are so much better these days than when I first started. If for some reason you want to follow the instructions right along, you've got it right here with color pictures. You've even got what your kit includes, what the coordinating colors are, and it gives you a couple of alternative projects that you can do. All right, so I am going to grab this cardstock right here. I'm going to use my bone folder to give it a quick crease. And then I've got my circles here. Now, you can either use your adhesive, or you can use the Stampin' Dimensionals that come in there. I think I am actually going to use the dimensionals on every single part of this. So I'm going to just pop my dimensionals on here. I'm going to use 5 of them, and we're going to quickly just get the backing off. See how quickly this comes off? Then I'm going to put it right here in the center. Now, as you can see here, there's 2 little koala bears, and they are sharing this cupcake. So I'm going to pop out our koala bears here. And the little cupcake is going to zip right in here in the middle of that. So we're going to grab a few of our dimensionals. And what's really fun here is you can see, hopefully if I can show you here, see how these little hands pop up? So we will be able to slip our cupcake right in there. And then we'll just come here on the back and we'll pop a few more of these dimensionals and go ahead and use a bunch of them. You get so many, there's no need to save them, right? That's what I think. All right. So, all right. Now, we're going to just pop this little guy in the middle here. I think these koala bears are just so cute. Then I'm going to take my hooray. Again, grab a few more dimensionals. 3 will probably work very nicely. Then I'm going to put hooray right here. And this card is done. And it's got a matching envelope over here with all of these colors. And I can just address it. I could use a label that I've printed or just longhand. And if I wanted to, I could take a happy birthday stamp from any other set that I have. I'm probably just going to write in this one. So either way you want to do it is fine. All right, now let's move on to this little guy. You are on my mind. I'm going to take my card base again. Then I'm going to find, since I've got these all strung out here, I'm going to take this piece, which is going to go right on this card. Again, I'm going to just pop it on with my dimensionals. You could use snail. You could use green glue, which is this right here. We all call it green glue. It's Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. You could use mini glue dots. There are so many options to use. You could use tear-in tape, whatever floats your boat. All right, so let me get these all peeled off. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to just put this in the center right here. Okay, now we've got this little square piece that's going to go on here next. Whoops, wait a minute. Nope, we're back here. I got ahead of myself. We've got our little bear right here. I was looking at this guy here, kind of moving too far ahead. And again, notice that his little arm pops up there. So we can take out the little bunch of flowers. If you wanted to, you could put a present in there. That's what's so cool. We've got different choices that we can use. I am going to use the flowers just as the picture shows. And I hope you're noticing how easy these are coming together. That's the whole point of our paper pumpkin, and that's the reason that I, as a demonstrator, go ahead and get these paper pumpkins every month, because sometimes I just want to kick back and do a fun project that I don't have to design. I don't have to get out every product that I own. I can just put it together and make something really cute. Isn't that adorable? Now again, if you wanted, you could put rhinestones on here. You could jazz it up with ribbon. You could even cut this card in half and use this side on another card and end up with so many more pieces than came in the kit. Or actually, so many more cards that came in the kit. All right, so here's this one. Now, our last guy is going to use this card base right here. I just love these colors, the rich raspberry, the calypso. All right, now we need this piece right here. Again, I'm going to take my dimensionals. I'm going to be very liberal with these. I don't want my card coming apart. So I'm actually going to use 9 on this one. You could easily just do them in the corners, maybe one in the middle, but I just wanted to show you that there are so many here that you can just use as many as you want. All right, let's get this on here. Perfect. Now we're going to grab our little foxy guy here. We are going to get a few more dimensionals on our fox. Put one there on his tail, and then a couple here. And peel off the backing. These just come off so easily. We're going to stick him right here. We're going to grab the heart. Because, of course, when we're telling someone that we hope they get well soon, that comes from our heart. And the great thing about these cards here, you could use these for either a female, a male, an adult, a child. They work perfect fine for any of those groups. All right, so here we go. And we're going to pop Get Well Soon right under our little foxy fellow. And voila, look at that. My goodness, I think I got these cards done probably in less than half an hour. And of course, I talked for a while too. But I just hope that you've seen how easy peasy it is to get these 3 cards done. And then there's enough in this kit to make 9 more. You'll have 4 of each design, or if you choose, you can slice up these puppies and use them as layers on white card bases or other colors. You've got all of these little die cuts, your sentiments left. You can even use this as a stencil. If you put it on the inside of a card, go around it with a sponge and your color, and then that would give you a fun inside of your card too, and you could stamp in the middle or whatever. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this quick video. I am going to post this on my Facebook channel and on YouTube, and I will also give you a link of where you can start your Paper Pumpkin subscription. Enjoy the rest of your day.